Today, somebody reached out to me, what should they do if they want to become a full-time artist? I'm not a big fan of just chasing just that word, you want to be full-time artist. First of all, that can be a myth, and that can be just chasing a mirage. What you should be actually interested in the most is learning how to sell. Because selling is the only way out of poverty, and is the only way to a real growth. So if you want to see growth, if you want to develop a quality lifestyle in your life, learn to sell. If you want to escape this struggling artist, get out of this rat race, poverty artist myth that majority of artists are stuck in, then learn how to sell. Being a full-time artist is not a solution. The solution is learning how to sell. You are not going to be creating art and it's just going to be selling itself. Do not look at what everybody is saying and what everybody is doing. Everybody has their own reality, but you should learn how to sell. That is the number one message. That is the number one key for an artist, whether you are full-time, part-time. I'm capable of just staying here and doing this for good, but I cannot just stay here 7 days a week just doing this. I go out and do other things. So, and art is a full-time job for me. It's been full-time before the money, and even I think it'll continue to be a full-time for me long after the money. It's not really about that. This is what I do. This is what I enjoy doing. I would do it for free and I would do it to get paid for it. But if we're talking about life, making a living out of it, then the first thing shouldn't be becoming a full-time. The first thing should be, what are the things that you should learn? What are the key things that you should be able to do to have income coming in? Because that will work itself out down the line. So stop chasing that. Most of the people that you think that they doing art full-time, it's not just selling the art that actually keep them afloat. The art is the thing that brings about other opportunities. So for instance, I'm doing art. In the name of art, I was able to be in the room with Pepsi. In the name of doing this, I was able to be in the room with HBO, do stuff for Facebook, MasterCard, Uber, and so forth. So it's just like a celebrity chef. He must own a restaurant and operate a restaurant. And then that will lead him to get to, say, Top Chef or Chopped or all these other cooking shows on TV. And that will lead him to get an endorsement to do cookwares and stuff like that with, say, Target, Macy's, and so on, and you sort of tab, and like you name them. So there's the thing that you have to do that fetch the other opportunities. Sometimes that thing alone is not where the money is. So I'm just trying to get to a point, because if you just, I want to be a full-time artist, the money is not just you just doing art and don't do nothing else. This is what you do, and this fetch other opportunities. So if you've seen people doing it, maybe say for YouTube and this, and with these people with a big following and stuff like that, yes, doing this has gotten them over the hump where they got brand deals, they got collaborations going on, they got ad reads going on, and they got YouTube paying them, and they have other side gigs that comes through that they get to do it. So you just don't scream, I want to be a full-time artist, and then okay, you quit your job and you just painting, you just home and you just painting, and transformation is supposed to happen. It doesn't go like that. This is a segue. This is the leverage that you're just gonna use to get into other rooms. So just do the work. if you want to keep a job, one foot in, one foot out, but admit to yourself that you are a full-time artist and do the art and continue to find a way to make a living and use the art to get in the other rooms. When people ask you, what do, you let them know you're an artist from your church, your mosque, your temple, your job, anywhere you go, any gathering, let it be known that you're an artist. Let the community know that you're a local artist. And that's how you get into the collaborations. I didn't know nobody at Pepsi. A homegirl of mine called me and said there was people, I think they was scouting, they were looking for an artist that somebody said he encountered with, and that was me. But they don't remember and I don't remember. And they was looking for, they have this project coming and they want to feature that artist in. So they had this lady in Harlem she was leading to kind of look for that person, which was me. So she calling around, and then luckily someone got in contact with one of my homegirls, and she called me like, yo, Haz, I think there's something in the air, but I think the description fits you. I look like it was you that they're talking about, and it's Pepsi. So I'm gonna connect you with a lady, and then she's gonna call you. Is it all right? And I said yes. And then when we made a phone call, and that was exactly what they was looking for. But it was just me doing the art, me doing the thing that just led to that when I wasn't even expecting it. So continue to do the art and ignore this full-time, part-time, and all this. Like, take that out of your vocab and just do the work and do well and be seen, be visible, and it will get you in the rooms. It will get you in those places, and this can become a business. You can build a business on top of this. Like, chefs build businesses on top of their restaurants. They become agents. They become people who do brand deals and collaboration, and all they have is just restaurant. So this is that thing that you have to build a business on top, not this. So that is what I'm trying to get across. I hope that makes sense. So learn to sell. Learn to sell. It is the most important. If you don't sell, you don't grow. So sell your way and grow. Learn to sell. That is number one, the most important key. Learn to sell. And learn to treat a customer like a king. Learn to treat a customer, a collector, someone who's in front of you showing interest, like he's your last customer. He's the last person that's ever going to put money into your pocket. Whoever walk in front of you that's willing to put their hands in their pocket, dig out money and put it into your pocket, that is your guy. That is your person. That is the person that you should look at in the eye and say thank you, and treat that person like a king and treat that person like a queen. And make sure you stay connected, that that person comes back again. And make sure that person tell someone to tell someone. Those are the most important things that you should be learning as an artist. And number three, you do everything in your power to get that customer back. That's what hotels do. That's what restaurants do. If you go to a restaurant and you complain a bit, they will send you an email and invite you back. Full comp on them, because they don't want to lose you. Now, if you don't look at it from restaurant angle, you're going to say, yeah, but there's a lot of customers. So what? If we lose one customer, it's nothing. No. In the hospitality industry, it doesn't go like that. That customer is your last customer. End of story. That's it. You don't ask anything else. That customer is the last customer. And we want him back. We want him back in here. We want him to feel like a king. We want her to feel like a queen. And it's on us. It's complimentary. There are so many, I took so much from that culture. So many times I have double sent stuff to people. As soon as someone reach out to me with a complaint or with a question, I'm on top of it. Get it done. So these are some of the things that you can do to keep your art business in business, or to build a business on top of your art and keep it going. And that becomes a leverage for you to get into other places, to get into other rooms. This is going to be the reason why you can put yourself in a place to be seen. If it wasn't for art, I would not be downtown 18th Street set up for people to just come and see me and ask about your story, your background. What is it that you do? What inspires you? Are you self-taught? Are you trained? And all these other questions people are interested in asking. And you should be open to answer all these questions and to hold these conversations with open heart, with a smile on your face. And make sure you connect with them because they're ready. They want to be a part of your tribe. They want to be, it's like honey and bees. You are, what are you? Are you the honey and they're the bees? Whichever way that makes sense. It's kind of like that, peanut butter and jelly. So whether you the peanut butter or they the jelly, or they the jelly, you the peanut butter. However, rum and coke. Whether they're the rum or you the coke, or you the rum, they the coke. However that is, anybody that comes around your art, around your creation, around your creativity, look at it as rum and coke, peanut butter and jelly, honeys and bees, and make sure that connection stay tight. That's the only way you can stay afloat as an artist. Learn to sell. Learning to make art with your talent and your skill, just making the art, it's not going to get you there. But learning to sell, learning to treat the customer like he's the last or she is the last queen or king, the last person to ever do business with you. And do everything in your power to get him or her, that king or that queen, back to do business with you again. Or tell someone to check you out. That is the most important thing for being an artist and staying afloat as an artist and to make a living as an artist, not being a full-time artist. Stop chasing that. Learn the basics. Just learn the basics. That is the basics of business. Selling is the heart of any business. I don't care what it is. If you're just doing it for hobby, that's cool. But if you're doing it for a business and you want to stay afloat, if you want to succeed, you want to get better, you want to improve, you want to raise your living standard, quality of your living, then learn to sell, learn to treat the customer like the last customer, and learn to connect with them and to make sure you get them back to do business with you again so they can tell someone to tell someone. That is the message. I hope you like this. Connect, like, share, subscribe. And also, click the link below. Check out the website. That's about it. I'll see you on the next one. Salute. One. Peace.